So what are the current construction projects taking place within the city of Lancaster?
Currently, we have several projects both on the east side and west side of town. 15th Street West roundabout is currently under construction, and we're looking for a completion time for the end of June of this year. And then 15th Street East roundabout, we're looking for a completion time at the beginning of June. Those are two very exciting projects that we're looking forward to delivering to the public. Also, we have the 5th Street East corridor project, which is tied in conjunction with the Safe Routes to School. 5th Street East has been resurfaced from approximately H12 to Avenue J, along with striping improvements and what they call bulb out construction or crosswalk construction. Also, we're doing the Avenue M resurfacing. That'll be from Sierra Highway to 10th Street West, as well as the intersection improvements at 10th Street West and Avenue I, and also Avenue K and 30th Street West. 10th Street West and Avenue I started this week. We're looking for a 45-day construction window there, and then we'll move over to K and 30th in front of the college with a 30-day construction window there. So project completion on both of those intersections is approximately August of 2019.
Can you give us a status update on the Revive 25 project?
Yes. To date, we've completed more than 40 construction projects. And within that 40 construction projects, we've completed approximately 396 lane miles. Coming up, we have 134 lane miles that are currently in design, and that'll be put out to bid within the next 2 years. That would bring our total, the Revive 25 total, streets being touched to about 90% complete. Now, that'll be by 2022. We have 3 remaining years to go in and complete the latter 200 lane miles, and we're currently working on a plan to go ahead and get that funded and move forward with that construction.
So what physical improvements were made to the Lancaster Auto Mall?
So upon meeting with the auto dealers there, we took a look at some safety issues that they were having with regards to pedestrian crossings, people traveling at a higher rate of speed than what was posted, and things of that nature, as well as looking at the pavement condition. In doing so, we identified several enhancements that needed to take place. One, we resurfaced the entire roadway. 2, we came in and we road dieted to allow for frontage parking, bike lanes. We also put in LED enhanced stop signs and additional crosswalks. In terms of doing that, one, it was to condition the traffic to slow them down, because there was a potential for unsafe crossing. We went in and implemented those crosswalks, the bid block crossings and things of that nature that would facilitate more pedestrian function throughout the entire auto mall. And we worked in conjunction with each one of the dealers, and they all worked together to bring this project to fruition.
Well, let's talk about safety. A lot of the projects you just covered are going to make the city safer, correct?
Absolutely. The intent of council, when they passed the Complete Streets program, was to take a look at traffic calming and look at traffic collisions and all these things that are going on within the city. We have one of the largest street asset components than any city out of the 88 cities in LA County. And one of the things that's a top priority for council, as well as for capital and traffic engineering, is the safety of the public as they travel on our roads. Also, it's sharing the roads. So we are sharing with bicyclists, with pedestrians. And so we've looked at all those assets. And as council passed the Complete Streets program, now we're moving fully towards the implementation phase of it. So what you're going to see here in the next couple years, in particular next year, we're going to be looking at adding in with our Revive 25, along with federal grants, approximately $12 million worth of work to increase the Complete Streets component, as well as resurfacing. We're looking at pedestrian gap closures, and then making routes safe for children to go to schools.
So what's the status of the upcoming renovations to the freeway interchanges?
As you know, we have 5 projects. Within those 5 projects, it's over $100 million worth of work. Currently, we have Avenue J, which is under design. We're about 40% done with the design. We're actually going to break that project out into 2 phases. We're going to have a phase 1, which is a local phase, which we will take care of the construction on the local streets first to minimize impacts to the businesses, and then we'll move forward with construction on the freeway portion, so for the on-ramps and off-ramps. The local portion is roughly about $8 million, followed by the Caltrans on-ramp, freeway on-ramp and off-ramp component, which is about $12 million. That's for Avenue J. And then we'll move to Avenue K. Avenue K is approximately a $23 million project, And we're looking to, again, break the project out into 2 phases. We'll have a local phase, and then we'll have what they call a Caltrans or the freeway phase. After we've completed Avenue K, we're working currently on the design for Avenue M. Now, Avenue M is a multi-jurisdictional project. It's approximately $27 million, and we're working in conjunction with the City of Palmdale and LA County. Design should take roughly 12 months, and then we'll move forward with advertising and construction on that one. We're looking at 2020, 2021 to move forward with that. With regard to Avenue G and Avenue L is more of a complete street type project where we're going to reconfigure lanes and take a look at the on-ramps and off-ramps there, followed by Avenue G. We're also going to be incorporating 2 additional roundabouts at Avenue G at the on and off ramps, and then also at Avenue M. There will be 2 additional roundabouts located on the on-ramps and off-ramps there.
So how many jobs have all of these projects created, or will they create?
Okay, so in 2017 when I arrived, we completed that year about $4.5 million worth of work, which created about 1,200 to 1,500 jobs. This year, we're slated to complete close to $18 million worth of work. And with that 18, it's a projected figure of about 3,000 to 4,000. Anything from batch plant mixing of concrete, batch plant mixing of asphalt to the labor on the ground, all the way to payroll clerks and anybody and everybody that touches a project. Now, moving forward, you're going to see a substantial increase in that. So we're trying to hit about a $23 million marker in terms of construction projects. And then thereafter, each year, it'll go up incrementally. Finally, with the construction of Avenue M topping us out. Now, mind you, when we talk about big freeway projects, we're not talking about the capital program as well. So with the freeway project, that would be a $28 million project on top of our capital projects, which is another $20 million on top of that. So we're trying to, within the next 3 to 5 years, hit a construction funding marker of about $150 to $170 million.
So how will all of these projects tie together and affect the quality of life for Lancaster and the entire Antelope Valley region?
What we look at in terms of capital engineering is we work with all the functions of city government. So we work with the planners, we work with the engineers, we work with Parks and Rec. And what we do is we look to create a sense of community. So when we go in, and we're not just taking care of one little portion of the city, we look at the whole picture. And then we make all of the pieces fit together with what we have, right? So there's always a limited amount of budget, and it's what can we do to fit all of the pieces together with the budget we have. Working in conjunction with all these teams, we've come up with a plan. We have the capital improvement program, and as we move forward each year, pieces of those puzzles are put in place. So we're starting to see all of that connectivity take place, and it's really an exciting time moving forward with the next 3 to 5 years, because you're going to start seeing all of these goals that council put out. You're going to start seeing project delivery, and then and how does that translate? It translates into a better quality of life. We're creating spaces, we're creating places for single folks, married folks, families, children. I mean, we're building a skate park here. That's something that the city hasn't had. There was a large outcry for that, and we've taken the steps to go ahead and implement that. So in terms of quality of life, it's definitely getting better. So, and that's one thing that we can we can hang our hat on. At the end of the day, Lancaster is going to be the place to be.